Hi, my name's Alder,
And I'm Brenda.
and we're from Mackenzie, and that's spelled Mackenzie, Mackenzie Meets Alzheimer's.com.
Today we're going to talk about purpose and how important having a sense of purpose is to anyone. A lot of things that are important in life apply not only to people and families living with Alzheimer's, but they apply to everyone. But in families living with Alzheimer's, it's really important for the person who's living with Alzheimer's to feel a sense of purpose, and each individual member of the family, including the children. There is a need to be needed. It just helps people. And as children are growing up, if they grow up with that sense of purpose, for example, that they are helping their loved one with Alzheimer's through their days and helping them experience joy in their day-to-day living by interacting with them and doing activities with them, as we describe, by the way, in our Mackenzie Meets Alzheimer's Awareness Program, that child carries those things into adulthood. And it's just a great foundation for a child. As for the person with Alzheimer's, it's just wonderful to give them the highest quality of life possible, and that includes joy and feeling needed and feeling like they have a sense of purpose.
You know, someone with Alzheimer's can still contribute to the home. They may not be able to contribute at the same level, but they can still contribute. My mom loved to do laundry. That was like her favorite thing to do.
Go figure.
Yeah, I didn't inherit that trait. But she just loved to do this. And when she had Alzheimer's, she had a hard time working the machines. So I would help her get the clothes into the machines and turning them on. But she loved to pull them out of the machine and then put them in the basket, and we'd go outside and we'd hang them up on the line, and we'd have the best conversations. And when the grandchildren were there, we'd get them in on the act. They would come out and help us do the laundry and hang it up, and when it was dry, throw it in the bag and come in. And I just let Mom and the grandchildren fold the laundry together. Gave me a chance to take a break.
That's a really good point. When you can get your children involved, then it gives you an opportunity to take a breather, maybe even just step outside and have a cup of coffee. So definitely you want to help give your loved one a sense of purpose.
One of the things Mom loved to do whenever the grandchildren came was to have a tea party. And she always had her favorite things that she fixed. And as the disease progressed, there's certain things she couldn't fix anymore or do anymore. So I would help her do those things, and the things that the grandchildren, age appropriate, could help, whether it was making special tea sandwiches or making cookies. And I go behind them and make sure the oven was turned off afterwards. And then again, putting on the kettle and getting the really pretty little tea pot and putting the leaves in there and making the tea. Those were things that she could do. And then as she lost the ability to pour, the grandchildren had gotten older and they could take time to pour the tea. And it was just such a wonderful thing to keep that transition alive, allow Mom to be in her glory as the hostess of the tea party, and then the children could take a greater and greater role in making that happen as they grow through this.
And that's kind of cool because a tea party you can do with any age. So as the children grow up, that could be, that is the tradition. They could do this tea party together throughout the disease. When the person is too ill to make the tea party happen, that's an activity the children can do. They can make the tea party happen for their loved one.
And their loved one will then remember that they were the one who started this tradition. And that really kind of brings them to feel like, even though I have this disease, this Alzheimer's, I'm still worthwhile. I can still do things for my family, and I can make a difference for my family.
For other activities that will help you, help your loved one feel a sense of purpose and feel needed, please check out our Mackenzie Meets Alzheimer's awareness program on our website, mackenziemeetsalzheimers.com, where we list activities to do in each stage of the disease of mild, moderate, and severe.
And check out our blog, where we get a little bit more into the importance of creating purpose and making sure everyone in the family feels needed. And at the end of the blog, you may want to share some of the things that you do in your family so that everyone has a role and they feel like they're part of that family.